All right, so before we head in the kitchen, let's talk about all the different blueberry forms that you can use in your operations. All right, so the first form of blueberry that we all know and love is our quintessential fresh blueberry. Fresh blueberries, we know we can use them in baked goods and sauces and garnishes and bowls and salads. Sky's the limit. We do know as well that the shelf life is a little bit shorter because it's fresh. So if you find that your blueberries are getting not so fresh, you can actually quick pickle them and then they'll plump up just like they were when they were freshly picked. The next form of blueberry we'll talk about, we all know as well. It's the frozen blueberry. So frozen blueberries, long shelf life because they can stay in the freezer as long as you have the space. You can use it in baked goods. What I love to use frozen blueberries for are in sauces. So making a sweet or a savory sauce, I'm really taking advantage of the natural pectin that's in the blueberry to help my sauce thicken and give it a little sweet and savory and a little bit of tang from the blueberry as well. So we have two different types of dried blueberries. The first one that I think is quite popular is the dry infused blueberry. It's dry infused because it's infused in either a juice or a simple syrup to give it that nice little sheen on the outside, and it's a little bit on the sweeter side than most other blueberry forms. So I like to use it in baked goods. Sometimes I'll use it to make a chutney when I want a sweet and savory play. I really love using the blueberries as well when I want to use sauces, just because the flavor is so concentrated when it's dried that it really packs a punch of flavor when you use. A little goes a long way. The second form of dried blueberry is a little less common. I think it's a little fancy and I like it because it gives a different crunch and it gives it a different texture. It's a freeze-dried blueberry. So the freeze-dried blueberry, I like to use it as garnishes when I want, maybe instead of croutons, I want to do a healthier version of a crouton, I'll use a freeze-dried blueberry. Or you can actually just use it and like crush it to make some really cool like rustic garnish powder. Next form of blueberry is powdered. They took freeze-dried blueberries and then they spun them really fast to make a powder. So you can use this to rim glasses for your very favorite cocktail mocktail. You can use this in smoothies, but did you know you can also use this to thicken sauces? That natural pectin in the blueberry acts as a thickener like a roux in your sauces. And of course, baked goods for sure. All right, this next blueberry form I think is an underdog. I'm gonna celebrate it. It's the canned blueberry. Oh. I know, people are thinking like, ugh, canned blueberries. But I actually think this is one of my favorite forms because 1, shelf stable. 2, really colorful. I like to actually use canned blueberries to cook my starches in. So like a blueberry coconut rice. Oh, cuss yeah, that's really great. So you can actually have 2 different blueberry products in one can. You can take the juice and use it for a syrup or a sauce, replace it with water, and then you still have the blueberries to do all sorts of stuff. Baked goods, sauces, like I said. You can actually use it in marinades. You could use the juice in marinades. All right, last but not least, we have blueberry juice. Pretty simple, it's juiced blueberries. You can use it as a substitute instead of water or other juices for that vibrant blue color. I love just drinking it on ice, but sometimes I like zhuzh up my other cocktails or other beverages like lemonades or like gin and tonics for a different like little twist to it that everybody knows, blueberries, but it's in a new form.